If you're living by yourself, you have to do all of your household by yourself. And one of the most time-consuming household for me is cooking. I have found out some some easy recipes, I would say, over time that I'd like to make whenever I don't have that much time to cook. And one of those recipes is pasta with cut up hot dogs, vegetables, and tomato sauce, which I thought maybe it would be fun to make a video about. I'm going to take you to the kitchen and show you what I do, how I do it, and it takes literally not more than 40 minutes and sometimes even 30, so let's go. So I'm in the kitchen and I'm going to show you what I cook whenever I need to cook for the next, 3 or 2 days. It's the most standard recipe, nothing special. It's just noodles, we call them in Germany, but pasta with tomato sauce and cut up hot dogs with vegetables. So let's start cooking. I start by soaking the noodles in the biggest pot I have, so it keeps cooking for about 12 to 15 minutes while I cook the vegetables and the hot dogs in a separate pot. Let me show you how I do it. So we've got the biggest pot that we have, and we're gonna cook the pasta or the noodles in it. So we're going to make about 700 to 800 grams of pasta. So pasta's on the stove and we set a timer for about 15 minutes. I always cut off an onion and fry it first, and then I put the mushrooms in. We've got our second pot. We're gonna put a little bit of oil. I always put some sunflower oil. And then the other half, I'll put some olive oil. I mix those two. So while the onions are fried, we're gonna wash and cut off our mushrooms. So we're gonna put the mushroom in, and while the onions and the mushrooms cook, we're gonna cut off our hot dogs. So let's see how it looks. It looks not bad. I don't look at the time how long I'm gonna cook like the hot dogs or the mushrooms or whatever. I just do them because I think I've developed a feeling for it. I can estimate when to put, the next ingredient in. the next ingredient in. But for noodles, yes, I keep a timer for about 15 minutes. So you have to cook the hot dogs nicely, but don't burn them. Let me show you how it looks. I think it looks nice. Now it's time for the tomatoes. Tomatoes are in. There's always a little bit of tomatoes in the can, so I put a little bit of water in it. Try not to waste anything. If you like, you can also put a little bit of ketchup in it, but I don't like that sweetness of ketchup taste in that. I can put it later on, but I don't like to cook it in ketchup, but you can try it out. Now we let it cook for about 5 to 6 minutes. So the noodles are done, so we turned off the stove. Now we're gonna put the carrots in. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. It looks nice. And it smells good too. Next we're gonna put some bell pepper or sweet pepper, whatever you wanna call them. In Germany we say paprika. And last but not least, we're gonna put some corn from a can in it. I don't like the preservatives, so I'm just gonna put it in this filter, whatever, I don't know what it's called in English. In German we say a Sieb. So we put it in. I wash it a little bit with water, you know, so that the preservatives, a little bit, it's washed off from the preservatives. I mean, nothing bad, you can still eat them, but I don't like the taste, so now it's a little bit better. I think I forgot to record a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and I've got some sweet chili from a Turkish grocery store. It tastes good. So I put a little bit of this sweet Turkish chili and nothing more. Just salt, pepper, and a little bit of this chili. So that's it. We're gonna wait 3 to 4 minutes, and then we're gonna wash off our noodles and mix both the pots, and that's it. Now I'm going to mix the two. Let's see now. Mix it well. So now it's ready, but I'm gonna leave it for about 5 minutes on the stove. Until then, I'm gonna do some cleaning and washing. So this was my go-to recipe whenever I want to cook for the next 2 to 3 days. Sometimes it gets really difficult to cook, you know, because you're just busy, you have a lot of things to do. In that case, and I think same is the case with me for about the last, I don't know, like 2 to 3 years, I have phases where I have a little bit more time, but mostly it's really hard to cook every day. So I just do it this way. I just cook, put it in the fridge, eat it for one day. The next day I get to order something, and the day after that I have the noodles again. So it's, you know, within the week I get to cook 2 to 3 times, and it's enough for the week. I think it's a way to, you know, save some time and invest this time into something else. And by the way, something this simple takes like 30 to 40 minutes, not more. So yeah, the food's ready. It's time to eat, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.